YouTube, it's Brian Phillips. Something all new, the Fun Stick, 65 inches, 1,650 millimeters of pure delight. We're gonna be flying this today on an AR631 and a 4,000 milliamp 4S. You can run yours as small as 2,600 and as far up as 5,500. This is full balsa wood built. Ours came as a plug and play, and you can get it as an ARF if you prefer. It comes in green or red, and here goes nothing. All right, stabilization set. We set ours up with flapper-ons. Not sure if we're gonna be good with that, if we're gonna want spoiler-ons. Look at those controls, here we go. Oh yeah. Holy cow.
Okay.
That thing is rock solid already. Going up and over, and we're gonna go to the bull.
Okay.
Just because of the lighting. Man, I can slow it down so good. I'm not even flaps yet. Look at that thing.
That looks great.
Amazing. We got like 20% throttle. Look at this thing. Into the throttle. Holy cow, I'm like not even giving it throttle, it just floats. That is amazing. I feel like I'm flying a helicopter. Watch this, guys. Seriously, watch this. Watch this. Most forgiving thing ever. Holy cow. Look at that, guys. You'd think I'm a 3D pilot. It's just like does exactly what you think you want it to do. And it's like no effort at all. And love the striking colors. Look how slow it is. I don't even have flaps on. This is nuts. I can't believe how good it's flying. It's so weird. You don't expect a plane to be so solid. We've flown sticks before, but just, I mean, that's like quarter stick, hon. That's like quarter stick. I'm not even like giving it all it's got. I'm giving it hardly any of what it's got. It's just so dang easy. Guys, crazy. Absolutely gorgeous. The AS3X has it locked in. It's not overshooting. It's not giving me any issues. I wonder if I could go backward. I can, and then I can arrest it. That is just crazy. All right, I want to try this again. I want to let it fall back downhill. Okay? So here we go. We'll let it come back downhill. Look at that. The power's there. You can let it fall. And then just come out of it. It's incredible. You got so much power, it's insane. I'm like, I haven't even gone past like 50% throttle this whole time.
And you're
I
on
love it.
4S 4000?
4S 4000, are you kidding me? I should have used a 2200. I think it might not get the CG right because I'm all the way to the, all the way to the firewall right now. Okay, so here's full throttle. It does take a little bit of juice to get it moving fast, but good Lord, you can cover ground with it too. Listen, listen. Oh, I love the sound. Just flat as an arrow. It's just so good. What the heck? I had no idea. Listen to the scream, I love it. That was less than 50% on the elevator for that roll. Or the loop, rather. Knife edge. Right over the sun. And yes, bringing the knife edge around in a circle because we're trying to keep it close. And huge carbon fiber spar between the wings. And even though it's huge, you can pretty much do whatever you want because you can take both wings off and it's shorter than the length of the plane. So you can put it in your car or your truck. A little tiny bit of glue is needed to put it together just for the rudder. I have safe on mine. I'll show you safe next. Okay, so here's safe. I gave myself 60 for the limited up, limited down. Goodness gracious, it's like, it's too easy. I'm loving it. Okay, we're gonna go up real high for this. Okay, now coming out of it. I'm out of the throttle now, just so you guys can see. There was a manned aircraft behind me there in the air. I don't know if you saw it.
Way out there.
I just can't believe how beautiful it is and how easy it is to fly. I mean, it just never gets away from you. I don't even think the thing could stall. I think it would just stop in the air and park. Like, I want to see it stall. Can I get it low enough so you can see it with the tree line?
I can see just fine. So you're...
All right, here we go. So check this out. Over the trees, watch the stall. Watch the stall. That doesn't even stall, what the heck? It's crazy. And yes, I have a 5-minute timer, way premature for the 4000 4S. I want to see what the flaps do. I don't even think the flaps are going to be necessary. I got to say, the worst part of flying this right now is how dang cold it is.
Yeah.
Having trouble with my breath. But man, the AS3X has this thing completely locked in. It's like there is no wind. And by the way, there is wind.
It is, yeah.
See the windsock? It's not hanging low.
Have you done your off
My off setting?
Yeah.
I can try it. I'll go up here a little bit. Okay, now off. Holy cow, the thing is just everywhere you want it to be. So even without a stabilizer, guys, this thing feels very good. A little bit more walking, a little bit more movement, but you guys might like that if you're used to flying big balsa wood airplanes. You certainly wouldn't absolutely need a stabilizer, but look at that snap, guys. It's just insane. And that's with no throttle. You're just coming out of it. I'm like going into a stall and there's a nice little snap. And then you can come right out of it. It's just amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, back to AS3X Plus because I love it. And it makes the plane absolutely fantastically locked in. You let go of the sticks, it just goes exactly where you want it to go. Let's see if I can get a touch and go here. This is a type of plane where you think it's gonna be super easy to land. And it is. Oh yes, that is so dang good. Guys, I've been overwhelmed by a plane so much in a long time because this thing just does everything you want it to do. And it does it with like this is like Ben Carson low energy. Check this out, look at this, watch this guys. Take off, 50% throttle. I'm in the air. That's crazy. 60% to get her moving a little bit, and then you have to back it off to like 20 or 30%. It just does it. It's got tons of power to spare. If you add the rudder and it just does the craziness. But the thing is, you don't have to give it tons of input. Look at that, upside down, it just flies. I'm like, hands off. I just can't hardly believe it. Inside. Beautiful too, beautiful colors.
Yeah.
I'm loving the red, loving the white, loving the contrast with the crosses on the top, but not the bottom. It's almost like one of those F3A planes, you know? It's just so straight flying. It just does everything really good. And you know what? There's no inboard flaps, and I was disappointed by that. I haven't even turned my flaps on. Okay, takeoff flaps, landing flaps. Holy cow, holy cow. Look how slow that thing is. And still tons of roll authority.
And you have no elevator correction.
None. Okay, out of the flaps. 3.3 volts DC is where we have our alarm set to. We just have our Predator voltage alarm plugged into the Gen 1 Smart Pack. And by the way, 30C. It's not like we're using something fantastic there. Okay, full landing flaps here. A little bit of nose down there. We'll do an inside pass. Could use a little bit of upward elevator correction out of the flaps. Goodness gracious, you see how quick it recovers? It's just like instantly out of the hole. And I know there's people that are like, do more crazy stuff, and I feel the same way, except I'm so dang cold, I'm afraid my thumbs won't work. I just love that I can put it up there. You know who's gonna love flying this plane?
Yeah, I do.
Our son. He loves flying 3D stuff. And this thing is probably the most capable 3D plane we have, which is ironic. I totally did not expect that. But once you get it up in the air, it's just like, what the heck? And what a beautiful day. Other than the temperature being way lower than I want it to be.
Yeah.
And look how huge this thing is. Guys, it's big and it's so quiet.
Yeah. It just looks amazing.
And it's like, I'm not even working at it. Give them a shot of my thumbs. I'm barely doing anything here. I love it. It's so dang cool. And then it recovers like instantaneously. If you do something stupid with this plane, it immediately forgives it. Because there's just nothing wrong other than hitting a tree. And I could see me doing it now that I love this plane so much. And I gotta say, I'm not necessarily a big naysayer of foamies, but boy, oh boy, if this is the way every balsa wood plane flew, then I would have no foamies.
Well, and the typical like stick style plane is not really your
It's not one of my favorites.
thing. Yeah, but this one is.
And we've had good ones.
Yeah.
We've had really good ones. Like multiple hundreds of dollars more from competitive offerings. Okay, now that that sun dipped around over the edge of the hill there, I want to see if I can bring this in. Good Lord, that wind is biting.
Yes.
That is just an incredible landing. It's just like there's nothing there. Guys, this plane, it's hard to put into words because the wind is literally taking my breath away.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, it is like a daydream flying it. You take off and you're like, no, when's it gonna start like dropping a wing or stalling, or when is gravity going to actually have an impact on it? It feels like it's helium filled. It's just so light, it's got so much power, and it's so much fun. I can't hardly believe it. OMP, you've really outdone yourself on this fun stick. We've had a few like it in the past, but I gotta say, this thing is otherworldly. It just feels amazing. And it's killing me that I can barely talk right now. My hands are freezing, but it is amazing to fly this plane. You guys gotta get it, and we're 6 minutes 55 past our 5. I'm gonna keep flying despite the pain, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Janking it this time. That is just like, it looks fake. Did you see how quick I get in the air? It's like instantaneous. And guys, it is not dead calm here. It is windy. There's a windsock moving right now. Look at that.
It's just like not even phased at all.
It doesn't even care that there's wind. It's like, screw you, wind. Get back to me. That's what it says. And I just can't believe how easy it is to cover like no ground. Look at this, guys. I'm flying in like zero. I'm not like even using up any yard. And it's like, you know, to get into these Harriers, it's like nothing. It's nothing. And I just got a huge gust of wind. It may hurt my soul, my face, my hands. But the plane is totally fine with it. Oh, by the way, let's show some grass hops here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a no flap landing just to show you don't need flaps. Look how slow you can get that thing. Look at that, guys.
That's crazy.
It's just like, it's like otherworldly. It's like fake slow. Look how slow it is. It's just like, it's not even moving. Okay, with the wind, here we go. In the air, no problem. And now I'll show you with a landing with flaps. And remember, not even inboard flaps, guys. This is outboard ailerons. We've set them up as flaperons. Could use a little bit of up elevator correction there, not much. Look at this. Just insane. I mean, it's like barely moving, and it's so easy. If you guys have any qualms about getting this plane, just destroy those qualms. This thing is awesome. It's so fun to fly. It's got tons of power. It's extremely light. I mean, it's got to have like 2 or 3 times power to weight ratio. I mean, you take off instantaneously, you're doing whatever you want. You don't even need a rollout. Like, watch this. I'll take off like Stoll style right here. Okay, elevator, you see it? What is that, 10 feet?
Probably.
Okay, so there's our warning. So camera crew's gonna stay just off the runway.
Okay.
I'll just dead stick it in. Thanks for the early warning too, by the way. Voltage alarm. Here, we'll do runway ops. Okay, full landing flaps here. There it is. And it just does exactly what you want, even dead stick. It's not even challenging. So I gotta say, I am so impressed with the way this plane flies. It's incredible. It does all the 3D stuff you didn't expect it would do it, and it does it at ease, okay? NX10, perfect combination, perfect pairing for this plane. AR630, easy hatch access to where the receiver is, which will take you literally minutes to put in.
Yes.
This build for non-Brian Phillips would be half an hour.
Insanely easy.
Insanely easy. And I mean, we went above and beyond and like tried to center our servos on the ailerons, but look how much throw there is.
Yeah,
that's at 100 plus or minus in Spectrum, which you guys already know. That means you could do another 50% above and below. So you can get about a third more throw on these.
Crazy.
And then perfect hatch access to your battery, really easy to land. The only thing we did was our normal shelf liner trick, and just absolutely gorgeous. The installation of this plane, you can take off wing joiners and these things slide right out. One cable, one side, very simple. Complaints, which are almost non-existent. No LEDs. Why? Give us LEDs. This is an expensive price point, as it should be. This plane is phenomenal. You will love it. If you love the stick configuration, if you like sticks, get this plane. You won't regret it. And we have had really good luck with OMP hobby planes. They've been high quality, very good experiences. I want to see how hot this motor is. Yeah, it's like cold.
Yeah.
It's literally cold. I mean, it is admittedly cold out here. I can barely string a sentence together.
20 degrees.
But I'm going to tell you this. Oh, it's less than 20. Yeah, it's a lot less, but below 20. Our pond is frozen. We were going to fly from the ice today, but we didn't want to lose light. This thing is so good. Good job, OMP. And we hope we answered your questions. Huge servos, huge throws, lightweight, powerful motor, 4S platform when you think you'd be getting a 6S platform. Because I'm telling you this right now, the ESC and motor would probably handle it, but if you put a 6S in there, you'd probably just rip it apart.
Yeah.
Because the thing is absolutely phenomenal. Quiet prop, perfectly balanced. I mean,
servos.
did we have any complaints? I didn't like the way the box was set up because it wasn't a foam box. But to be honest with you, there was no damage.
No.
No LEDs. That's it. That's the only complaint. I mean, everything about it is just picture perfect. If you like the stick, this is for you. Check it out. Links in the video description below. I would highly, highly recommend it. I have flown a lot of sticks in my day. This is probably my favorite one so far.
Yeah.
And we have definitely flown a lot of sticks, okay? This thing feels perfect on CG. It is like any direction you wanna go, it's gonna do it. I was upside down, idle, and it just was like chilling there. And it didn't stall. It didn't stall. I don't understand how it does it, but the wing must be, you know, even on the top and the bottom, because upside down, it feels exactly like right side up. The only difference is you got your controls reversed, and I don't do a lot of upside down flying, but it looks like we got about, I'm gonna call it about 15 minutes of flight time on 4,000. That's crazy. That is really good. And by the way, old, kind of beat up 4S 30Cs,
and it's
okay?
cold out here.
And it's extremely cold. So all I got to say is great job, OMP. Get one. Links in the video description below. We're gonna have our unbox build radio set up for you right now. If you wanna check it out, you can see our entire exhaustive build, and we hope you guys enjoyed it. If you wanna support Brian Phillips RC in other ways and you don't wanna buy this particular plane, we always invite YouTube Super Thanks, YouTube members, Patreon members, and PayPal for one-time donations. But at the end of the day, the best way to support us is buy amazing planes when you see them. And make no mistake, this thing is awesome. Get the transmitter, get the receiver, get the batteries, and then we did use a little bit of CA for the tail. It's 2 hinges right here and right here.
Yep,
And that's
that's
it. Everything else, screw or bolt together. Super easy, amazing product. Good job. And thanks to our partners at Buddy RC for getting this to us. We really enjoy working with you guys. You're a fun group of guys. And we always see them at Joe Knoll, which is super cool. And maybe we'll see you guys at Joe Knoll in 2025. We're still not 100% sure because the damn gift shop, as you can see, the pad is still not broken. The ground is not broken. It was supposed to be done like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, something like that.
Something like that.
So whenever it gets done, we'll show you. But they might be building a building right when Joe Knoll is going on. And if that happens, then we probably won't be there for that particular event. But we hope that doesn't happen.
Hopefully not. Yeah,
and I think we're safe. I think there's a good possibility it's not going to be happening during that week. But I got to say, what an amazing experience. You will not be let down if you get this thing. It's not the cheapest, but it is definitely one of the best. So thanks for watching. Hopefully we answered all your questions, and definitely stay tuned. If you haven't seen the unbox, check it out right now. It should be available like a minute before this thing comes out. And our Maiden Flights are usually not this cold, but boy, I tell you what, that was good. So stay tuned. So much more from Brian Phillips RC. Thanks for watching.